With me now is Sheri Nixon with Keller Williams Real Estate. Hi Sheri, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Well, we were saying, it's everything's good right now. The weather's beautiful and the market is great. So, we were talking a little bit about how the market is stabilizing. And with that, stabilizing, are you starting to see the return of the real estate investor, like a pure investor client?
Yes, I am, and that is absolutely a sign that our market's coming back. I have a great story. I work for Keller Williams Realty, and Gary Keller has written the Millionaire Real Estate book, and that's the red book. It's the #1 selling real estate book. And Mike Mendoza is actually one of the people he uses, one of the millionaire real estate agents in that book. And 3 weeks ago, he gave me a call, and he had an investor that wanted to invest in Hilton Head Island, and he called me, which was amazing and exciting.
It's exciting.
And then not only that, then this week I got a call from Don Beck, and he has been written up in the Gary Keller's The Millionaire Real Estate Investor book.
Okay.
And he called me and wanting to invest in real estate down here. He loves Hilton Head. So I think that's an amazing sign that investors are back.
Now, give us an idea, what types of different investors are you seeing?
Well, I'd say investments, there may be 3 types of investments, and there's probably more, but I'd say in general. You've got those interested in a 1031 exchange, and then you have those maybe wanting to do a flip, and then someone maybe wanting to invest in real estate, hold on to it, rent it out for the long run. Those are some of the options of investors.
And potentially, possibly keeping it for their own personal use at the same time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. So you mentioned flip, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
By your standards, like what constitutes a good flip if you're looking to buy?
Well, a good flip would be, I'd say, more of a distressed property, maybe a foreclosure, a short sale, something that it needs renovated, something that the client could come in and add value to the property, and then put it back on the market as something new and flip it. And it's been a long time since we've seen flips in this market. So if that starts happening, we've really come back.
Well, and it's exciting because you start to think, okay, things are really turning around.
Right.
Now, you mentioned briefly before about 1031 exchanges, and for people who are unfamiliar, can you explain those a little bit to us?
Yes, 1031. In fact, Don Beck, he had called about that. He is an investor, and he's got a 20-unit apartment building that he's going to sell. So he's going to sell and make a profit on that, and then he can turn around and do what's a 1031 tax-deferred exchange. So he won't have to pay taxes on that profit if he invested in another like investment, real estate investment. So he can defer his taxes, and he's got 45 days to identify 3 properties once he sells, and then 135 days to settle on one of those properties.
And essentially, when you say taxes, you're referring to capital gains, right?
Absolutely,
that he would have made on the original property.
Yes.
Okay, and then the third segment that you mentioned was someone that is they're going to buy a property, rent it out, and keep it long term. So tell us what makes a good one of those.
Well, one of those, in fact, a good example of one, 12 Wood Ibis is an example, and if you can see here, it's good because you want, for a rental property, you want something that's going to have a great location, and this one's 4 rows from the beach in Sea Pines. Can't get better than that, you know, I mean, for the money. It's listed at $1,399,000. Then you have 4 bedrooms. You want a lot of bedrooms. The more beds, in heads, the better rental property. And then you want something, this property has great area to congregate for vacationers. Love that. They want a nice, big, open, bright property. Then you want a pool. That's huge.
For sure.
So this one has a pool, and it's a great investment.
Well, perfect. And if they want more information, anyone who's interested in this property, they can contact you via cell or on your website, correct?
Yes, and I can give them a copy of these books if they want to.
Fantastic. Listen, Sheri, it's always a pleasure when you're here, and thank you so much for this great information.
Thank you.